Well, crazy weekend from the start. You know, we had to push back the series because of the torrential rain to a Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then we get 10 inches of rain on the field, and it's amazing we got out there today. But the guys worked hard on the field, the coaches, I appreciate that. Appreciate Lindenwood being patient, being here in town, and flexible, and we were able to get 2 in, which if you look around the league, that's a win. Crazy day. I don't know if you attribute it to not being on a game field in 8 days defensively. There's no excuses. We got to catch the ball in the air. Those are routine plays that we expect to make, and we will. But you know, after game 1 went the way that it did, where we got embarrassed on our home field, it would have been really easy to shut it down and sleepwalk and not give any effort through the second game. And told the team what a great job of getting off the mat and punching first. In a 7-inning game, you may have only 1 shot at a big inning. That's the difference in a 7 and a 9. In a 9-inning game, you usually get 2 shots at a big inning. 7-inning game, it's 1. And they did a great job there in the second inning of punching in 7. Cooper Chaplin was in the middle of all of it all day. I think it started, he had another base hit drag, which is a big weapon, and he has stolen base, but a big weapon in his arsenal of being able to run and put pressure. And then he hits a home run. I think he has a perfect day, 4 for 4. And also a Superman diving catch at second base, and then turned the double play there at the end of the game. And so I want to compliment Jack Klein. Plenty of extra outs that Jack might throw a complete game if we play defense behind him. We just burned through his pitch count, not handling the baseball. And the same with Van Cleve. Van Cleve probably pitches 15, 18 pitches less if we handle the baseball. But again, there are times where we're pitchers, we're going to ask you to get that 3rd, 4th out in an inning, and they picked us up. And then I thought the key for game 2 was when they scored 3 to make it 8-3, and then they got a 0, and then in the 5th inning they scored 2 again. Now it's getting kind of tight, and probably not feeling great about it. But then there in the 5th inning in the bottom, we score 3. I think Cade Martin, the freshman, had 2 quality at-bats there. Then they score 1 again, and then we score another 2 and answer, and that was enough to push it over the top. So everybody knows we're struggling through it right now and trying to find ourselves, but I continue to believe in this team, and I continue to believe that our best baseball is still in front of us.
How important was it to get out in front in the second game?
Immensely. To me, it decides the winner and the loser, especially in game 2, but then psychologically, after the way things went in game 1. And I also don't want to forget about Rob Bavon and Berkey and Busick and the innings they threw. Those weren't throwaway mop-up innings. Those were quality where we could save the bullpen a little bit, but we also want to see them in a game because there'll be a situation that's tighter where we'll need them.
Talk to me a little bit just about what all had to get done just to play a couple games this weekend, and what y'all did. I imagine you're here in the indoor a lot this weekend, trying to stay game ready for a really unpredictable weekend.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. I mean, we don't have a field crew. I don't know anybody in the OVC that does. So I'm not complaining at all. It's just the way it is, and we embrace it. And we started the conversation on Tuesday about planning for the rain. We put the tarp on the left field grass on Wednesday. We dumped the tarp on the left field warning track 3 times and put it back on. And then over from Wednesday through Friday and then Saturday, when the tornadoes came through, we were using every baseball and dumbbell and everything we had for a weight. And we finally took it off yesterday morning. And then we spent the entire day pumping water. The staff did a great job, the players helped too, pumping water off of right field to get it ready to play. So these guys wanted to play, we wanted to play, and then we just felt like it wasn't safe to play on yesterday and it needed more time.
And just real quick, talk about UCA.
Yeah. Well, it's hard because you lose track of the days. It feels like Sunday the weekend, but it's Monday. We have a day off. I think they play a doubleheader as well, so their schedules match up. And so we'll play at their place, I think, at 3 o'clock in Conway. They're playing much better. I know they won last night, and they won at Jonesboro. And I knew Nick Harlan's a really good coach, and I knew that he would get them going. I'm not sure how they did today, but that'll be a battle. That'll be a fight at Conway, and then we'll get on the bus the next morning and we'll go to Moorhead on that long trip. And then we're on the road for actually 5 days. We're going to go, instead of coming home, we're just going to go straight to Oxford for Ole Miss next Tuesday. So we had 8 days off where we didn't play a game because of rain. And I told the team that can attribute a little bit to the defense, but not the routine plays. That's just concentration. But now that we had 8 days off, now we're about to play a lot of baseball in a short amount of time, which is good. We need to play. We need to keep getting better.
Thank you, Coach.